Hi, welcome to Left Foot Media. My name is Brendan Malone. As you can tell already from this video, I'm not at home. I'm in my car. I'm between activities today, and I just wanted to stop and record this message on the fly, so to speak, for Jeremy and the team at Geeks and Gamers. The other night, obviously everyone is well aware now, there was an incident involving Zack Snyder on a live stream that community was hosting for suicide prevention fundraising, which I think is a really admirable thing. Good on you guys for doing that, and what you did was a really good thing. Unfortunately, Zack Snyder, who they'd arranged to arrive on that stream at a particular point, he got on the stream, and the first thing he did was he tried to disavow himself from Geeks and Gamers, and he did so by, there's a charitable way he could have done things, and the charitable way would have been just to say, look, I want to make it clear that I'm here because I support this cause, and we might have a disagreement of opinion on different things, but we're all here in it for this cause. I'm not associated with any group. I'm just here as Zack Snyder. Like that's how you would have done that in a charitable way, but he didn't. He did it in a way that really, he threw Geeks and Gamers under the bus, and he did more than that. He actually made what I think is a very spurious and I think quite reprehensible implication or accusation, whatever you want to call it, when he all but suggested that they were somehow, Geeks and Gamers were somehow complicit in the evil of the shooting spree that had happened in the United States several days ago. And to me, look, there are people who are saying, wow, Zack Snyder was amazing. He was a baller. It was courage. He spoke truth to power. No, he didn't. He acted in a way that completely lacked virtue and really, I would suggest, even ethical integrity. If you genuinely believe, as he's claiming there, that Geeks and Gamers is a dangerous, racist hate group that actually inspires violent crime, you wouldn't go on the stream. You really wouldn't even appear on the stream. If a violent, racist hate group asked me to appear on their stream, I would say no. I wouldn't even appear on the stream. So the fact he's appearing on the stream and then trying to claim that he's disavowing from a group that he believes is a violent, racist hate group, the fact that he's appeared on the stream makes no sense. There's no ethical integrity in that. And it makes me really question whether he really does believe that they are a violent hate group or not. But either way, what he did doesn't make sense, and what he did doesn't take courage. What he did lacked virtue. There's a way to engage in dialogue on these issues, which starts from a place of basic respect for those even you might disagree with strongly, and doesn't assume that they are evil, villainous, the worst kind of evil villains imaginable, and then sort of start with name calling from there. So what he did, I think, was reprehensible. And it doesn't show courage. It doesn't show character. It makes me question his character. And that's sad for me because I actually had just finished watching the Snyder Cut of Justice League, and it was just amazing. I'm preparing a video actually about it as we speak. But to me, it was like night and day how much better it was than the theatrical release. I thought it was amazing. It was a phenomenal effort. And I'm a huge fan of Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. I think it's a phenomenal film. I love it. So I actually have a love for some of Zack Snyder's creative endeavors. I think he's just made some wonderful art and mythology. And so for me, I was really gutted when I saw what happened there, because none of this changes my views about his creative output, the artwork he has produced. But it makes me sad because what happened the other night shows a complete lack of character. And I think for me, what's even more important than a person's creative output is character, is virtue. That's really what matters. A person's character is just the most essential thing in the world. Do they act and conduct themselves, or strive to? We're never all going to be perfect, but do they strive to conduct themselves with virtue as much as possible? And what happened the other night was just a complete opposite to acting with virtue. But what I wanted to do really is I wanted to make this video to send a message to Jeremy and the rest of the team at Geeks and Gamers. And I think, Jeremy, so far from what I've seen from you, you've actually taken the right path. You've given what I think it's a really actually quite a beautiful witness. I think when your response, you've chosen to conduct yourself with virtue in the face of an attack that lacked virtue. And that, for me, takes real courage. It's really easy to get down in the ditch and get dirty. If your opponent is a monster, it's really easy to become a monster yourself and to try and justify your monstrous lack of virtue and say, well, I was fighting this evil and so it justified me getting evil along with it. No, it never does. The end never justifies the means. And in actual fact, the way we win these battles with authenticity is by conducting ourselves in the way that you guys have done. done. And so, Jeremy, I think you've done the right thing. And I know some people have criticized you, people who felt you were wronged and who feel that you should come out with some sort of scorched earth, full-on attack policy. I think what you're doing is you've clearly enunciated what the problem is and why you disagree and why you think what Zack Snyder did was wrong. But at the same time, you've also maintained a composure of dignity. And you've been virtuous yourself. You've shown a civility and a charity that was not shown to you. As a man of faith, I'm going to say that's a very Christ-like thing to do. But you know what? It's really important, because flourishing human societies, they can only flourish when they are built on that model of virtue, the model of the Beatitudes that is given to us by Christ in the Sermon on the Mount. There's actually something really beautiful about what you've done. And regardless of whether you're a person of faith or not, there's no doubting that human societies flourish when there is an overabundance of mercy shown towards those who do us wrong. Because an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, well, it might keep everything in check, but it makes for a pretty brutal and harsh environment for us to have to sort of conduct ourselves in as human beings. And so I think the way you've responded is actually a really good and virtuous thing. And I just wanted to make this video to say good on you. Keep doing that. Don't fall prey to the temptation to climb down into the gutter and start responding in ways that lack virtue yourself. Keep it up. You guys are awesome. I don't always agree with every video or every opinion on Geeks and Gamers, but so what? Variety is the spice of life, and that's the beauty of it. That's the way it should be. You can't have fruitful dialogue and discussion without some sort of difference and point of difference. But I think what the Geeks and Gamers team do is they actually provide an alternative viewpoint on, I guess, in the fandoms for the various things that they respond to and the various people who are part of that community. I think it's a really good thing, and we need more of that kind of diversity of dialogue. So well done, you guys. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Hold your head up high. And I think the way you've responded is excellent. You guys are awesome. To everyone else, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time on Left Foot Media. Thanks for watching this video. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that little notifications bell as well. If you enjoyed this content, then please support the channel. You can do that using the PayPal link below. If you want to make a one-off contribution because you enjoyed this particular video, you can do that using the PayPal link in the video description. There's also a PayPal link found at the top of my YouTube homepage. Alternately, you can become a regular patron by supporting the channel with a regular contribution on Patreon. That's patreon.com/leftfootmedia. As little as $1 a month is all it takes, or as much as you'd like to give. A huge thank you to everyone who is supporting this channel. Without you, today's video would not have been possible. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Left Foot Media.